go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Drop it. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking for a gap. It's Beebe. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Here we go. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown to Illini. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. This rivalry more than a century old with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. And Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete out of the backfield. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Going for the marker on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. You think the head coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chance.
He's going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down. Back to throw, it's Rhodes. He makes the grab. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wide out. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Illibuck is on the line, and already Ohio State and Illinois have given us some stirring moments.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. First play of the drive wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wiggins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turret.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, Dan. That is pretty cool. It is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a lot of living animals. That's why they changed it.
He wants to change this route. Got it, looking for the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Fighting off the defender. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Walters. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here. Find some fresh air. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Hurley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Buckeyes starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game. The wheels are starting to come off, Palmer.
Yeah, you're right, David. In this game, this is really Illinois' national championship. Ohio State's expected to win, but you're never sure what their headspace is going to be coming into it. They came in here locked and loaded and focused, and they're showing it here in the second half.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the ground with the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ramsey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
To the air, it's Rhodes. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Hurley. Great move. Now he's got room. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Looking to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Toppin. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought they have been all over this quarterback today.
Leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. With all of that heat, he wasn't able to get much on that one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They go to the ground. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down.
Well, he's had game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical